been 20 years since Freeway stepped on the scene via state property and Rockefeller Records to prove that he got what it takes to rock the mic right. Yeah. And since those beginnings, he's continued to express what's on his mind in the rawest form. However, as life evolved, so has to free in his music and his message. Since he was diagnosed with kidney failure in 2016, Free has not only been on a mission to better his life and new kidney, he has also became the most perfectly imperfect spokesperson and advocate for kidney health. He is an ambassador for the National Kidney Foundation and has founded the Freedom Thinkers Academy, which promotes health, culture, music, and education. And we are here to celebrate his 20 years of giving towards the 50 years of hip hop, and also celebrate his program recently graduating 7 students in the area of phlebotomy. Yes, this is why he's your favorite MC. Please welcome Freeway to the show. Welcome to Love and Grit, Free.
Hey, Freeway.
First of all, I knew that you were doing a lot. I knew that you were a national spokesperson. I know that you've been going through your own struggles, but I did not know about the Freedom Thinkers.
Freedom Thinkers Academy is music, health, education, and culture. You know, when I was diagnosed with kidney failure back in 2015, instead of, hiding what I was going through from the world, I decided to stand in front of it, because it was something that not only affected me, but affected so many people, so many Americans. I had a cousin that passed away, my cousin Sean did, because she had kidney issues and she wasn't taking care of herself. I had an example in my family. My uncle had a kidney transplant and was back on dialysis, and he recently passed away last year. I had all these examples in my family, and, I was unaware that it could happen to me. When it happened to me, I felt like the most important thing for people was awareness, and that's what I've been on since then. So, we founded our own foundation, Freedom Thinkers, Inc. And like you said, I partner with the National Kidney Foundation. I work with Gift of Life, and we just spread awareness about kidney health and health in general and prevention. I had 3 leading risk factors for kidney failure: 1, hypertension; 2, being diabetes; and 3, just being African American was a risk factor. So it's important that people know these things. And not only that, I told you, Freedom Thinkers Academy is music, health, education, and culture. So on the education side, we got some STEM workforce development programs that we
that's great.
We partner with OIC in Philadelphia. And we got a phlebotomy course going on right now, and we're getting ready to launch an engineering 101 course, like a music engineering 101 course.
Oh, wow.
We have some partners in Delaware that we have the phlebotomy course going out right now, and we have an engineering 101
Hey, Free,
course.
real quick, so people don't have to go Google real quick. Just tell them what phlebotomy is.
Phlebotomy is basically like when you draw blood from people, from patients. Either you could go do it at a home setting, or you could do it in a hospital. You're the person that draws the blood when people need to get their labs done.
That's an important job.
Yeah, it's a very important job, and it's a high demand job. That's why we decided to offer the course of phlebotomy.
What's the impact of hip hop turning 50 for you?
Oh man, it's everything, because they said it couldn't. They said it couldn't be done. They said it was just a fad. They said it was something that was going to blow over, and here we go, 50 years later, it's billionaires in hip hop, millionaires. It's hundreds of thousands of people feeding their family, and not only their family, but their entourage's families, and it's creating jobs for the community, and it's changing lives.
What does Love and Grit mean to you in regards to Philadelphia?
Well, Philadelphia is a grit city. What I'm saying? Philadelphia, if you can make it in Philly, you can make it anywhere. Philadelphia is all about grind and grit. And when you add the love to the grind and the grit, we unstoppable.
If you need to hear a story about a beautiful evolution and progression of an amazing talent, please allow me to introduce you to Julian King. Full disclosure, I fell in love with him and his music over a decade ago while witnessing him on some of Philly's smaller stages. He comes from the same sacred ground as a lot of your favorite Philly talents, i.e. Boyz, Jazmin, Sullivan, The Roots. Of course, we are talking about the creative and performing arts, high school, aka CAPA. However, in the last decade, Julian has leaped from those small stages to places like John Legend's team on season 16 of The Voice, the Jimmy Lee tour, Raphael Sadiq, touring 5-star hotels in China for a year, singing background vocals for Selena Johnson. And now Julian is a part of the Emmy Nominated team for the LGBTQIA+ film All Boys Aren't Blue, for which Julian wrote and performed the track and of the same title. And it looks like Julian has taken over all the Pride stages across the country this summer. And I think I just saw him somewhere singing on a Tiny Desk concert. I'm not sure. Anyway, listen, Julian is outside, y'all. Welcome him to Love and Grit. Welcome, finally.
Hi.
That was such a beautiful welcome. Wow, thank you.
When you came into the understanding of being who you truly are and like being feel free to be that person, you know, in those moments, sometimes people around you can see who you are, but they're just waiting for you because it has to happen in your time. Exactly. And so for your art to coincide with like all of these things, like blossoming, it's overwhelming, Julian. It must be for you.
It is kind of, you know, like I feel like my purpose in life is to be a bridge between communities and like a bridge between what was and what can be. And so I don't think about creating any type of music, but just good music that I feel like can connect people. And it started with Can We Go Back? Can We Go Back is a record that I listen to, my gay little sister listens to, my older straight brother listens to, my gay friends, my straight friends, my Muslim friends, my any friends. And that's when I started to realize like, okay, I think I might be onto something.
What was being on The Voice like?
One of my favorite memories from The Voice, no one has seen it, heard it. The night before I left, it was like, this is why I felt like I was such at peace when I left the show, because I felt like the Lord told me. The night before I was rehearsing my next song. We were in the whole theater. All the lights were dimmed. There was no one in there but me, him, the band, and like some assistants and stuff. I was practicing Best Part by her because I was going to sing that next. And me and him were singing it back and forth. And the way that it was just like, it was like one of those moments that I will just never forget. Hearing his voice, hearing my voice exchange, the lights being dim, no one's it's completely empty. It was one of the most beautiful moments. And at that point, I was like, wow, I felt like I got what I needed.
I haven't talked to Julian since he's been like out. And so I needed to say these things because I see you and I'm just, okay, I'm gonna stop it. Thank you. I'm just proud.
You know why I think this Renaissance era means so much to me too? Because like, as a Black queer man, listening to this music and watching and feeling all of this, like, no one understands. No one understands what it feels like to like go years of your life feeling like you're trapped in a glass box, and to finally have one of the biggest, brightest, most beautiful people in the world literally say, I see you. I feel like I'm really liberated, living like I ain't got time. Yada, 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 yada.